Hi witchies, it's Terra Incognita here. I'm your Monday host for Starting Out Solitary, and this week we are talking about online pagan blogs and YouTube channels that we use and get a lot of information from. Alright, my witchy friends, so I am going to actually take you to some different websites that I have used or currently use frequently. I think most of the people this week are just going to go through YouTube channels that they watch. So I specifically have like 3 actual websites that you can go to for information. But there's a lot of people that I watch on YouTube. And I know other people are going to be talking. Probably some of that will overlap, but I'll still link you in the description below to the channels that I frequent most and the different websites that I frequent most, because we are each only talking about 3 this week. So I tried to just pick 3 that not everybody else is going to talk about. So I'm going to take you to that. So when I first started looking into paganism, Wicca, witchcraft, that kind of thing, I stumbled across this website. It is called Wicca Spirituality, and there is a lot of free information on this website. So if you are just starting out, I think I pretty much read every single thing that this person wrote. And there's a lot of really good information in here. The Aaron Dragon Song, this person right here, is the person who owns the website, and they also have a Facebook page. But there's just a lot of really good articles on here when you're first starting out and you want to learn about what everything is, and there's a series of questions, to make sure that you're starting for the right reasons. And there's a section over here, Beginning Wicca, Introduction to Wicca Tips for Beginners. So there's, just so much good stuff on here. And I have not really looked on this website since then. But it seems to me that they also offer programs, and it looks like there's different things that you can purchase. But it was really good website when I was first starting out. Now, a website that I use quite a bit is the Crystal Vaults website. And there's an encyclopedia on here that I use to get most of my information for crystals really quickly. So when I am, just looking something up real quick, I'll go on here. I don't really have any crystal books yet, but this thing has so much information. I think, is this the encyclopedia? I think this is it. So when you go on here and you look something up, let's see. Like, okay, let's look up Amazonite. You get a picture, you get an introduction to the meaning and uses of everything, a little bit of the history usually. Here's more uses and purposes, how it's used in healing, how it's used for emotional and physical healing, chakra information, different kinds of energy and colors. And it does this for all the crystals on here. It's just a massive amount of information all in one spot. So I actually use that website a lot. And then thirdly, it's kind of a controversial thing, which is Spirit Science. And they actually have a blog with all this information on here. And Spirit Science also has a YouTube channel. So a lot of people have heard of Spirit Science. A lot of people have watched Spirit Science. The thing, I don't necessarily subscribe to all of the theories that they present. And you'll hear a lot of people say that, oh, the guy just makes stuff up and blah, blah, blah. Like I said, it's controversial. But the thing I like about it is it gets me outside of my box. It helps me to think of things from a different perspective. It helps me to think things through a universal perspective instead of just an earth perspective or a self perspective. and just kind of gives you different ways of seeing things and considering things, even if you don't necessarily buy into what they're saying. And overall, the message that they spread is good, you know. So, yeah, those are the 3 websites that I would definitely recommend you check out. Yeah, so that is pretty much the 3 that I recommend definitely going through and at least, you know, taking a quick look at, if nothing else. I very highly recommend the Crystal Vaults website. And yeah, like I said, I'll link below some other stuff. And like a few of them people might talk about later in the week, and some of them they might not. Either way, at least you have a link to all of the stuff, and it gives you somewhere to go. I believe that the person who asked the question this week is Denell. I can't remember the last name, but I know it's Denell. So I hope that gave you somewhere to go to. And if any of our viewers have blogs or websites or, you know, YouTube channels that they use frequently that you think has a lot of good information, share the links down below so that we can all use each other, you know, as a resource. Anyway, and if you guys have any other questions, we love answering subscriber questions, so leave those below too. I love y'all. Hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Monday.